It's Kenny from learnhowtogrowsprouts.com, and today I'm going to talk about growing sprouts. I really do believe they're the easiest and most affordable healing food on the planet. And I want to talk about some of the benefits of sprouts. Sprouts really are seeds that have been germinated for 3 to 5 days. And it's the really purest, most rawest form of a vegetable or nutrients. And it fortifies you at the cellular level. I'm going to talk more about this here in some of my coming slides here, but you can cultivate sprouts just about anywhere. You can be indoors, outdoors, you could be camping, you could do it while you are on the road in an emergency situation where you didn't have heat or electricity. You could easily sprout this raw food and make it available to your family or to yourself in just a few days. And there's a high nutrient value in protein in sprouts, in fact comparable to meat but without the need for meat. And they grow to maturity, in 5 to 7 days, and you can harvest them any time of year. It's not, if you some people have a growing season of maybe 3 to 5 months, but these 12 months, any time of the year. And they don't need sunshine, they don't need soil, they have a high vitamin C content, they're easily prepared. They're low calorie, in that way it aids in weight loss because you can eat way more than you could possibly stand to eat during the day just because of its high fiber and how much it fills you, and yet still would not gain weight from it. There's a high concentrate of antioxidants in sprouts, and that's important in today's world with many of the harsh chemicals in our foods and the pollution in our environment and the stress that we endure. Because of that, there's an oxidation effect. In fact, if you ever cut an apple and it starts to turn brown and wondered why, that is the effect of oxidation acting on that apple. And there's a brown sort of oxidation, if you will, going on inside of us, and if we don't have something to counteract that, then that's where cells mutate and start to and that's what can lead to cancer. So look at sprouts as a very easy way to combat cancer and other diseases. That lowers cholesterol, it stimulates the immune system, it kills bacteria, it's high in fibers, I mentioned, so keep you regular and keep things moving through your system. And it's going to give you a strong dose of vitamins, including B and C and even D. Contains a lot of oxygen that really it feeds you at the cellular level, which is something that you don't get from processed, dried, and baked and dehydrated foods that we eat. It repels viruses. It is a natural source of energy. It has amino acids, minerals, vitamins. Contains 100% more protein, fiber, and goodness than eating most raw fruits and vegetables, and it's easy to do. Vegetables takes a longer growing season, and these that's not an issue. And as I mentioned earlier, it prevents the risk of cancer and slows the process of aging. So with all that goodness, I wanted to just talk through the basics of how to grow sprouts. So the first thing you want to do is gain access to seed, and I have a free e-course that you can sign up for on my website at learnhowtogrowsprouts.com, and I show you exactly where to get all these supplies, but here I just want to give you a sneak peek. So pop on over to learnhowtogrowsprouts.com and you can learn more. But you want to measure out the amount of seed that you need. So a lot of times a tablespoon is sufficient, and then you want to rinse the seed and then soak the seed overnight in water, and you want it to be fresh water, okay, and not fluorinated water. So I suggest that you either use distilled water or filtered water for that purpose. And then you want to put the seed in an environment where it's conducive to sprout. Now, you can use, as I'm highlighting here, a sprouting bag, a jar, or a tray. Those are the 3 most common mechanisms for doing this. And again, on my site at learnhowtogrowsprouts.com, I'll go over that in more detail. So what you want to do, though, is whether it's in a jar or a bag or a tray, is every day you want to thoroughly rinse your sprouts and then let the water drain off. So in the event that you're using a jar, you want to make sure it's sitting upside down or at an angle in a dish rack, like you can see right here or here, where it's in a jar tray, or even this one that has a special attachment so it allows the water to drain off. And in these trays, I like them because they sit up a little bit and it automatically drains off for you. The thing about the bag is you can put it in the bag and then just hang the bag, and it will automatically sort of evaporate and rinse out that way. So there's a whole lot more that that you'll learn over at learnhowtogrowsprouts.com. And once 3 to 5 days have passed, you're going to have yourself a sprouting feast. And you can make sprout bread, you can make sprout salads, all kinds of salads and dishes. And again, I have, if you want to learn more about the different types of recipes and how to make any of these types of dishes, you can learn more about it over at learnhowtogrowsprouts.com. And so I do want to point you over there. If you would like a free course that can walk you through the basics, then I'll direct you over to Learn How to Grow Sprouts. And listen, I'll be waiting for you over there. Talk to you soon.